A great crowd on both sides for the first annual Wyoming-Nebraska six-man football all-star game in Arthur, Nebraska, and the Cornhusker State players were looking to bust through from the get-go. First quarter, Nebraska wearing the maroon and black. This is Jordan Trimble of Arthur County playing on his home field. He helped lead the Wolves to 3 straight undefeated seasons. This 17-yard run would get his team on the board first, plus a 2-point kick to make the score 8-0. Wyoming would answer on their first possession. Daniel Willie of Little Snake River, he helped lead the Rattlers to 2 straight undefeated seasons. He found the hole and no one touched him. 42 yards to the house, conversion no good, so the score is now 8-6. Now, early on in the game, Wyoming had a problem with hanging on to the ball, and this play was doomed from the beginning. Willie's got to throw, and that was not his best effort. Cale Brown of Hitchcock County picks it off and takes it back to about the 27-yard line as the home team would set up shop there, and they were looking comfortable. They would put a drive together, and Cameron Goldman of Lynch would take the pitch, and he's aiming for the corner of the end zone from 5 yards away. He would take a hit, but he still got across the goal line for the touchdown, plus another 2-point kick, and the home team's up 16-6. Moving forward, Wyoming was knocking on the door at the Nebraska 5 until disaster struck. Mitchell Baker of DuBois mishandles the snap. Willie cannot handle the lateral. Gabe Ware of Hitchcock County, though, has no problem with scooping up the ball and running the other way with it. He'd zig and zag his way around and had a shot to go all the way before Miles Engelhardt of Little Snake River was able to catch up and knock him down at the Wyoming 15-yard line, but the damage had been done. On the next play, Trimble, 2 good fakes. He's looking to throw, and he finds Terrell Peterman of South Platte in the end zone for a 15-yard score. Another 2-point kick added on, and Nebraska was up 24-6 after the first 12 minutes. Second quarter, Wyoming's defense had better get something going soon or else it was going to be a long game. Baker with the tackle on this play, and he'll knock the ball loose. Adam Van Norman of Midwest would recover at the Nebraska 22, but his teammates could not do anything with it and turn the ball back over on downs. Nebraska had most everything going right for them for a while. This is Brad Vasa of Arthur County. He'll slip one tackle, change direction, and he's got about 24 yards of open room ahead of him. No conversion this time, but the score is now 30-6. Wyoming was in need of some points, and they'd finally get them on this play. Baker drops back and completes the pass to Rex Stanley of Little Snake River for a 4-yard score right in front of the camera. That helps some, and now the scoreboard reads 30-12. But Nebraska came right back. Trimble is quick to find his other Wolf teammate, Hunter Walker, for their own 4-yard conversion, and another 2 points would add on more. Home team is up 38-12. After the game, the visitors admitted that the nerves got to them early on. Van Norman came up with a case of the dropsies. Brett Ryan of Greeley-Woolbach falls on the loose ball at the Wyoming 26, and Nebraska had good field position once again. Now, we do apologize for the slight mess up on the video. The 100-degree heat was getting to the camera a little bit. Trimble takes the pitch. He thought about running, but then he found Peterman open behind the defense for a 3-yard strike. At this point, Nebraska's lead was at its biggest, a 34-point cushion. The score is 46-12. Despite the deficit, Wyoming kept playing. Willie will punch it in from 3 yards away, and they would get their own 2-point kick to go through the uprights, so it's now 46-20. There was a little bit of time left before the break to try to get one more score in, but Ryan would disrupt the pitch back on this play, and that's a fumble. He'd get the recovery, and Nebraska would maintain that 46-20 lead going into halftime. Third quarter, the home team was back on the attack, and this one was big. Trimble rolls one way, but he's looking in the other direction. He's got a man downfield, and Engelhardt was just a split second late. Brandon Baker of Loup County hauls it in, and he's taken off to the promised land, 55 yards. The second half was starting to look like the first half as Nebraska would go up 52-20. But Wyoming knew that this game was a long way from being over. They did not quit. This play was dangerous, but it paid off. Barker throws into double coverage, and Ty Fenster of Midwest comes up with it from 14 yards away. That was the beginning of things to come. The score is 52-26. Nebraska was called for a penalty on the last play. It was enforced on the kickoff. Wyoming goes for the onside attempt, and it worked. Baker recovers, but this is not a touchdown. Since we're in Nebraska, we play by Nebraska rules, so you cannot advance the ball if you recover an onside kick. But Wyoming does maintain possession. They would knock on the door again, and Willie would force his way through again for a 1-yard score, and a 2-point kick got things a little closer. It's 52-34. Wyoming is on a roll, and the defense would get on the act as well. Goldman drops the ball. He's in the wrong end zone. Stanley takes him down. The ball is loose, but the ref said Goldman was down, so it's a safety. Hey, it's 2 points of possession of the ball. They'll take it. And the scoreboard reads 52-36. On the next possession, Baker would try to keep things going. He recovers his own fumble, and then he finds Willie streaking on the far sideline, 37 yards. LSR might have beaten DuBois for the six-man state championship, but for once, Baker was glad that the Rattlers were on his team. Wyoming trails 52-42 going into the final 12 minutes. Fourth quarter, here's where things stalled for a little bit, but there were some moments. Trimble is feeling the pressure from Jordan Largent of KC. He eludes him once, but not twice, as the Buckaroo would strip the ball away. Chad Rinker of Midwest recovers, but the offense could not do anything with it. Nebraska was a bit generous on this highlight. Bad snap. Largent was in the right place at the right time to fall on the ball, but again, Wyoming could do nothing and gave it back on downs at midfield. Now this play took a while to develop, and it was almost a disaster on both sides. Nebraska is playing a little hot potato with the ball. Wyoming with good defensive pressure, but someone forgot about Walker, as there was no defender within 25 yards of him. However, the play counted for nothing, as the home team was called for holding. No touchdown. Take it back and start over. Nebraska elects to punt, and the defense comes through again. Largent busts through and gets the block. Nebraska would recover and try to make something out of it, but they could not reach the first down marker. Another turnover, and Wyoming would try to cash in again. Here they come. Baker's looking for another Rattler. In particular, he was trying to connect with Engelhardt, but this pass was way overthrown. Ware gets the interception, and things were starting to become critical because time is becoming a factor. Nebraska was trying to put the nail in the coffin with one more score. They'd keep it on the ground, give it to Vesa, but look for Baker, number 35. He was going for the ball, not the tackle, and he rips it loose and recovers at the 5-yard line. That makes up some for the interception, but he has not fully redeemed himself yet. Less than 2 minutes to go. Wyoming needs a quick score. Baker avoids the sack. He's looking, he's throwing, and he finds a very wide open Stanley, and he'll just jog his way into the end zone for a 60-yard score. Wyoming still has 2 timeouts left, so they have a chance. Down 52-48. Nebraska needs a first down to end it. They decide to go for it on 4th and 5 at the Wyoming 30. Trimble botches the handoff and has the fall on the ball. It's a turnover on downs, and there's less than 1 minute to go on the clock. Skipping ahead a few plays, less than 30 seconds left. Wyoming needs 32 yards. Baker rolls to his right. He's looking for Willie because Willie called for this play, and they've hit the jackpot. Touchdown, Wyoming, with 19 seconds to go. The lead has changed hands, and the defense would hold on the final 2 plays. The Wyoming six-man All-Stars were down by 34 points in the second quarter, but then scored the last 34 points in the contest to win the first annual six-man All-Star football game and take home the trophy 54-52.